Pastor Dan here, and to visitors, welcome to our devotional channel here at Rockhampton Baptist. Now we're continuing in our series of Hebrews, and in the last video we were looking at the way in which God disciplines those in which He loves. And this continues on that same sense. He uses the phrase, moreover, and so it almost draws a bit deeper into this, okay, because you are a child of God, because God disciplines you, and you are loved by God, this is what you're to do. And so let me read from Hebrews chapter 12, verse 9. It says, moreover, we have all had human fathers who disciplined us, and we respected them for it. How much more should we submit to our Father of spirits and live? They disciplined us for a little while, as they thought best, but God disciplines us for our good, in order that we may share in His holiness. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. Therefore strengthen your feeble arms and weak knees, make level paths for your feet, so that the lame may not be disabled, but rather healed. Now this really draws on from last week as we were talking about the discipline that God provides. Now it's difficult in the circumstances to know that it's just that it's God disciplining you, or it's actually just something that happens because we are in a world that is sinful and that things do happen. But as we look to it, we need to look and see and reminded what the ways in which our dad disciplined us. Now most of you, here it says that all fathers are disciplined, and maybe that was culturally acceptable at the time. Now some of us don't have fathers, and some of us have experienced probably a father that hasn't disciplined. But if we look to the ways in which our fathers have, or some fathers have disciplined, at the time they seem like a struggle. Those times where you just go, why are you doing this? It doesn't make sense. And for fathers on earth, they don't have the big picture. They discipline the best way possible. But when God actually brings us through something, or we go through a season in which we can learn a lot through that, He has the bigger picture, and His desire is for good. God disciplines us for our good. And that good actually draws us closer to Him. The phrase here used, to share in His holiness, to actually share in what God is actually doing, and share in the holiness and the goodness that God is all about. And it's through this that produces a harvest of righteousness in us and in those we are surrounded by. That as we draw closer to God, as we draw closer to Him, as we go through these various struggles and trials and whatever comes our way, if we draw closer to God, to Him during these times, this is the result, is the harvest of righteousness, is that holiness and drawing closer to Him. And so the encouragement from the author here is, okay, because this is coming, because you're going through something now, this is what you're to do. Strengthen your feeble arms and weak knees. Make level paths for your feet, so that the lame may not be disabled, but rather healed. Strengthen yourselves. This discipline comes to strengthen us. And so today, I want to encourage you is to seek God's strength through whatever you're going through, whether it's hard or fairly easy in this season, but seek God for His strength as He disciplines, as you guide and go through the struggles that are happening in this world. Let me pray for you. Lord, we know that through various seasons, Lord, there's different struggles and trials that we go through. Lord, we are in a broken world, but Lord, we ask that through the midst of those, Lord, that you would remind us, as it does here in Hebrews, to seek you, to seek your strength during these times. Lord, there may be decisions that we need to make in order to make that. And so, Lord, we ask for your grace to be poured out to allow us to make those decisions. Lord, allow us to be strengthened by you and to seek you in all circumstances. Amen. Keep walking with God. Keep listening to Him and be reading His Bible. Be encouraged by these words and apply them to your life. And keep looking for opportunities to bless others with these words as well.